Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here go 47. Here go 47.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the curve, watch the curve. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
47.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Melvin Gordon, 54 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game.
Come on, let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 56 to Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Right there, 56.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
10. You go tight.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Here go 46.
56, Mike. Watch the slip. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Hey, come on, y'all. Mike, 56.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Going to 53. Under. 56.
Now Prescott. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
56.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Let's go. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
21-0 our score after one. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Watch the ship. We're going to 54.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56. Bring it. 26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Check. 26.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46. Go, get out there. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray, his 2nd sack of the night.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Dak and the offense still out there. They're going to go for it.
47. Shift.
4th down, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Switch.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Watch the pass. Jim.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Safe.
A run. It's Murray. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gun.
Prescott being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
56, Mike, 56. Go.
Under.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 56 to Mike. 56.
26.
Pick me up. Here we go.
26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. He's checking.
They run it here with Gordon. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike's 50.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm letting you know right now.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
26.
Here's Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Solomon Thomas able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of a key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 54. Wow, Bill.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He gets it to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
at the 14-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
42. Cowboys nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch. Named it at 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rush in! Rush in!
They go to Elliott again, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tight down. There you go.
56. Mike, 56. Right. 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Then we're going to 53.
Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Kill. Switch.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to lock one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys claw one back. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And hands team able to rein this one in. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Bridgewater on first down. Flush to his right. Gets it to Gordon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Just like that. Slam.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Extra score, Saints 49.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Come on now, let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Prescott to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Cooper was the target there. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it takes it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check 26. Check.
Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. He's going to air this thing out deep. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there. 56. Target. 50. 56. Check 56. Here we go. 26.
Prescott now. Completes it to Aguilar. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. Swerve, 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Shane Ray in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the pistol, here's Elliott. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Right there, 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Prescott from the gun. It's caught by Aguilar. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
We're pretty quiet. Check your hot read.
47.
Go. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Check, boys.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Here's Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
We got this.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning